All right, welcome back into the house. Welcome back into the studios. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Value of Wrestling. This is the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast. And I'm your host, the one and only, the big time B.T. Baldwin, in the chair, in the office, sitting right here. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. Lots to talk about, lots to get down into as we talk about this big upcoming weekend. Lots of shows coming forward. Going to be an exciting time. A busy weekend for sure. And I thank you all for being here. We're going to go over all the details, all the information we have starting tomorrow, Friday, the 17th of October. Big shows coming on there. Let's look. Couple other shows. We'll talk about the big one that's important to us and the one that you really want to be at. But there's 4 shows tomorrow night. First, we have Millennium Pro Wrestling presenting their show, King of Extreme, out of Chatworth, California. If you're looking for pro wrestling down in that area, that show starts at 7:30 p.m. At 8 p.m. in Rio Alto, at the Fontana Rio Alto Elks Club, you can find Pro Wrestling Lucha Libre Fight Like Hell. So that's going down when Empire Wrestling Federation brings you Pro Wrestling Lucha Libre Fight Like Hell with Empire Wrestling Federation. That show starts at 8 p.m. And finally, also at 8 p.m., Venue Wrestling Entertainment is going to present October Brawl from Heber, California. That's all going down, featuring a women's casket match. So, Rialto, Heber, Chatsworth, if you're in those areas of California, there's some big events going down. You'll definitely want to check those out. But let's talk about the big show for us this weekend as we go into the 17th. If it will quit and let me get over here to what I want, not what there we go. Always a pain in the butt when you can't click on what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, Friday, October 17th, live from the Jackrabbit Brewery in Sacramento, California, Ugly Dojo is going to return to professional wrestling, located at 1323 Terminal Street, West Sacramento. It's a Jackrabbit Brewery. Show starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are $20. You want to come out because it's going to be a fun time. And that card, as we know right now, the Metal Mechanic, Bobby Callahan, is going to take on Jesus Cruz. Hitman Wayne and 1/3 of ADK and Bryce Kuza are going to go at it. Jules Raphael and the Boogie Woogie Man himself, Lo Devereaux, are going to team up to take on the other members of ADK, Aiden Andrews and Cairo Leon. In other tag action, we have Ethan Reno and Dickie Dakin teaming up to take on your Gator Boys, the team of the Honky Kong Bobby Bayou and the Snake Daddy himself, Brian Joseph. Brother, they're going to tie it up. Also in action, you're going to see the Midnight Marauder as he claims himself to be Jason Xavier, getting in the ring, going one-on-one with the legendary El Chupacabra. Also in action, the Dark Fox Illumine going to step in the ring against Travis Alexander. That should be a great match. And also, the SAC Metro title will be on the line when champion Timmy Rogan defends his title against the final chapter, Bishop Dorian. And I threw that card way over there, and I'm not going to get it back. But that's all what is set up for Ugly Dojo tomorrow night. Course card subject to change. It's going to be a good time. There's going to be some great matches coming up on that show. Timmy Rogan, Bishop Dorian should be a solid match for the SAC Metro title. Travis Alexander, the Dark Fox Illumine. This is worth the price of admission. I mean, bottom line, any card that Illumine is on, and you get to see a chance to see this young man before he, disappears into bigger seas. You want to come out and see him. Also, Jason Xavier on that card, a young man that has a lot of talent that's coming up the ranks also. And, of course, you get to see the legendary El Chupacabra, and who wouldn't want to see the El Chupacabra in action? And, of course, it's Ugly Dojo, and we all have to pay thanks and homage to the man that brings it all together, the Big Ugly himself, who puts all these shows together, brings all this action to you, helps out all this young talent to give them opportunities to do these shows. It's always a great time, always a fun time. Jackrabbit Brewery, a great venue. It's fun. You can come out, get a nice drink, a great way to celebrate Friday. Usually there's some type of food vendor there, whether it be tacos, hamburgers. I think pizza's been out there. We'll see what's going to be out there this Friday. But it's always fun. You can come out, be a part of this. You can take, bring your kids to a family show, so you can bring the kids. And it can be a real fun, enjoyable time for everybody involved. So if you're looking for something to do on Friday night in West Sacramento, this is definitely the place you want to come out and be. I'm just checking to make sure there are no messages I'm getting as we move forward on the show. But Ugly Dojo, Jackrabbit Brewery, West Sacramento, tomorrow night. It's going to be a good time. I know I'll be there. Hope to see you all out there. If you're in Sacramento, Northern California, Bay Area, up in the mountains, I don't care where you are, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, it's all worth that drive to come down and see Ugly Dojo live and in action at the Jackrabbit Brewery. Pretty much Ugly Dojo's new home for right now. We're going to get to see a lot of Ugly Dojo shows. Of course, Ugly Dojo does have some more shows coming up. They have a big one coming up on November 9th, and as that creeps closer, we're going to get into all the details on that, because that is going to be a card worth talking about, and definitely a day that you want to get over and check that out, because that's going to be a major event on November 9th. Let's see here. No, it's not up on here. But if you go and check out Ugly Dojo, the link in the description below, or if you check out, if you follow the Value Wrestling also, you can find all the links and information. But there's going to be a major event coming up on November 9th, Ugly Dojo, out at the Joseph A. Nelson Community Center in Suisun City, California. It's going to be a big night, and as it's already been announced, huge matchup. The vacated Ugly Dojo Championship. Yes, if you were following us at the last Dojo show at the Jackrabbit Brewery, it was announced that Surza had to relinquish that title. Oakland's favorite son, the Bay Area's own, the drop-down artist, Surza, had to relinquish the title due to injury. He's going to get healed. We can't wait to see him get better, get back in shape, and get ready to get back in the ring. The best wishes, all our prayers and thoughts go out to Surza. This is a great guy. I've loved working with him in the ways I have, and it's always been fun. He's a good guy, and we can't wait to see him get back. But that title's been vacated, and so then on Sunday, November 9th, at the Joseph A. Nelson Community Center in Suisun City, California, a big event for Ugly Dojo. Lots of rumors about the show. There may be some debuts, and I'll give you more details as we get closer and the details come out. But we do know that the Ugly Dojo Championship will be up to grabs in a four-way. We will crown a new Ugly Dojo champion. The contenders in this match really make this match worth everything it is. First, you have the Midnight Marauder himself, Jason Xavier. The Flyboy, Andrew Cass, and the Dark Fox Illuminate are the three big names that are in this match. But to top that off, the man from Japan, another talented young man, Titus Alexander, returning home to compete in the Ugly Dojo at this show. So there you go. Titus Alexander, Dark Fox Illuminate, Jason Xavier, the Flyboy, Andrew Cass. All four of these men in one ring at one time, fighting for that Ugly Dojo Championship. This should be a really great match. This should be worth going over to Suisun City on November 9th and checking it out, because it's going to be something special. It's going to be something worth everything to be there. So stay with us as we get closer to that date. We'll break down the details, other matches, and other information that are going to go down on that card. So definitely stay tuned, because that's going to be a major event when all four of those big bulls lock horns. And yeah, it's going to be a match that could go down as being a match of the year type of candidate out here. I think it'll be a solid match. It'll be a good fun match to watch. Anyways, Friday, like I said, Ugly Dojo, Jackrabbit Brewery. That's the major show. If you are in Chatworth, Millennium Pro Wrestling, Empire Wrestling Federation in Real Alto, and then Venue Wrestling in Heber, California. If you're looking for action tomorrow night, but the big one, the big show, where it's all going down, the best show in California, the best place to be on Friday nights, especially the third Friday night of each month, as it seems to become. The Ugly Dojo, Jackrabbit Brewery, getting together one more time to bring you some great action, and that's the show of shows. Saturday, there's wrestling just for days, and we're going to cover it all right here as we talk about Saturday. First up, we're going to talk about the event for fans 18 and over. This is going to be at Harrison Street and 11th Street in San Francisco, California, at the Barrison Street Fair. So this is going to be a show that's going to be at the street fair. You're going to have to pay to get into the street fair. It's going to be right at the corner of 11th and Harrison, and it's going to be throughout the day, from 12 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5. There's going to be some wrestling action down there at the Barrison Street Fair when Full Queer brings you some great wrestling action. So make sure you're marking that down, because that'll be going down Saturday, off and on all day. Hour wrestling, hour off, hour wrestling down at the Barrison Street Fair at the corner of 11th and Harrison in San Francisco. So check that out. Maybe you can check out the noon to 1 show, get some early afternoon wrestling in, and then maybe you can check out one of these other great shows that's going down, because on Saturday, October 18th, between 2 and 5 p.m. at 580 Combs Street in Napa, California, West Coast Pro Wrestling is going to bring you Lucha Libre, and that should be a great show coming out of Napa for West Coast Pro Wrestling, Lucha Libre. So if you're looking for some action there, you could get over to San Francisco, catch that early show, and make your California. Sorry, my computer is dinging at me. The Valor in the Shadows, yes. Can we not do that right now? Maybe everything disconnected there for a second. Did we lose everything? Did I go away? Am I back? Looks like I'm fine. Anyways, over in Hesperia, California at 10184 Hesperia Road in Hesperia, California, Valor Pro Wrestling brings you Valor in the Shadows. That's showtime. Gates open at 5 p.m. The first bell at 5:30 p.m. So if you're in the Hesperia area of California and want to see Valor Pro Wrestling, Valor in the Shadows taking place on Saturday. Also, SoCal Pro Wrestling is going to bring you Halloween Heat live from Vista, California. That's at 410 West California Avenue in Vista, California, the Vista Boys and Girls Club. SoCal Pro Wrestling presents Halloween Heat. Also on Saturday in Wildemar, I don't know. Can't say I'm picking specifically. Anyways, Valley Pro Wrestling, or Valley Wrestling Connection presents Monster Mania. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is 7 p.m. There's prizes, raffles, trick-or-treats for the whole family at Valley Wrestling Connection when they present Monster Mania in Wildemar. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, oh well, it happens. We go on, and we live to have another day. Also, new traditional Lucha Libre in Palmdale, California. Yes, at 4242 La Quinta Lane in Palmdale, California, new tradition Lucha Libre brings you the new regime. A great show that should be there. So if you're looking for some wrestling action in the Palmdale area of California, there you go. Some other shows going on locally, at least within the local vicinity, whether it be Sacramento, Pacheco, Manteca, or even in San Leandro. We got some great shows coming up here. We can look them down, and let's break them down, starting with Sacramento, 1335 Dixie Ann Avenue, Sacramento, California. Next Level Pro Wrestling brings you Ghost and Grapplers. Should be an exciting show on Saturday night. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time is 7 p.m. So that'll be Next Level Pro Wrestling in Sacramento, Ghost and Grapplers. Also, over in Pacheco, California, WWZ brings you some wrestling action at the Conjuring. Yes, the Conjuring taking place when WWZ brings you the Conjuring at 110 2nd Avenue South, Suite D8 in Pacheco, California. If you're looking for some great action there, that is going to be going down in Pacheco, California. I see some faces on there that look familiar. I see maybe a Jason Xavier and Nathan Brick on the card, a JT Hawk, the Gator Boys, Andrew Flyboy, Andrew Katz, and Timmy Rogan. If you're looking for them, you may see them on Friday night. And then you can catch them again on Saturday over there. Total Wrestling Federation holding their big fall mall at 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca, California. This should be a fun one at the VFW Hall there in Manteca. So if you're looking for action in Manteca on a Saturday night, this show starts at 7 o'clock. Adults $20, kids are $10. And the one match I definitely see right now that they're showing off, Daniel George and Brittany Wonder are going to team up to take on the Total Wrestling Federation Women's Champion Miko Alana and the Firebelly Giga Herrera. Also in action, let's see here, Vinny Macero is going to go one-on-one in a singles match against Bryce Cusa. The Maverick Jay Cruz taking on Luster the Legend. Landon Ramos is going to go one-on-one with the Suplex and Red Mexican. I can say that anyways. It's CJ Jurt in action. The 209 Click. Matt Freeman, the Simone Reefer, Michael Shawn. Going to take on that Lucha Libre Mafia of El Flaco Loco, Asiano David Martinez, and Jesus Cruz in action. The 209 Dragons, the All-American Power Singh, and the Angry Dragon, Mike Hayashi. Going to take on the team of Razzle and Dazzle. Also, yeah, nope, those are all the matches for that show. Total Wrestling Federation in Manteca at the VFW Hall. If you're looking for action then in Manteca, another great show. Then the big show over in San Leandro in 1933. San Leandro, I think everything's messing up here. Yeah, it's 1933 Davis Street, Suite 177, San Leandro, California. That should be the Drake Sparrow House in San Leandro. It's going to be Puppet Wars, the Marionette Massacre. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be some great stuff over there. I'm already seeing Kenny K, the Spinebuster, Guapo Lupe, Truex, the Flying Lion, Marcus Lewis, Christina Vaneri, among other names on this poster for this big event. Check out Puppet Wars. Puppet Wars, always a great show. We have a fun time when we go out and see Puppet Wars live. This should be a solid evening of events. Should be lots of fun. If you're over there, you got to want to check this card out. Top to bottom, solid show. It should be always going to be fun at Puppet Wars. So if you're in the area of San Leandro on Saturday, Puppet Wars is definitely a place you want to check out and be a part of. And so check that out. So that's all Saturday, loaded up, Saturday card for sure, and so much more coming after that on Sunday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday, it's another big event. There are 4 major shows on Sunday. We're going to talk about these, and then we're going to talk about the major. We're going to talk about 3 of these, and we're going to talk about the major one that's going down that you definitely want to be at, because it is an annual tradition. It's an annual event and well worth the time. But let's start with in San Francisco, 42-98 Persia Avenue in San Francisco, California, at Mission at France, Excelsior District. Wrestling's going to go down. Lucha Libre. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling for charity. This is going to be a free event. You'll definitely want to be there for this. Wrestling for charity. Sunday in the streets of San Francisco. Let me see if they have any more information to quickly give you on this show. Yeah, no, it's all the Salvadorian Soul. And I don't want to try and pronounce all that, but yes, you're going to have Wrestling for Charity there off the Mission District. Yeah, Mission down in there. You can be a part of that. It looks like wrestling will be at Mission Street and France Avenue. So you want to check that out. If you're over in San Francisco, there you go. Burbank, California is going to bring you wrestling when Wrestling from Burbank brings you Ghouls Night Out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ghouls Night Out taking place in Burbank on Sunday night. That's at 1208 West Isabel Street, Burbank, California. This should be a fun show. I can't see everything here. I'm seeing some faces that are interesting. Let me see if we can get a card. This is Wrestling for Burbank. Some great shows, some great venue matches, I'm sure, from this show. Let's see here. Give me a minute. Digging into all the information. You never know what you're going to see. What we'll find out. Oh, wow, there you go. The Shady Boys with the Shady King. Remy Morgan are going to get in the ring with Gang Agrel and Rock and Rodeo Express. And if you haven't seen Rock and Rodeo Express, you've definitely missed out. So if you're in SoCal, Burbank, and you want to see the Rock and Rodeo Express, which we've seen at Supreme Pro Wrestling, definitely want to check that out. Alex A is going to go one-on-one with CTE. El Primo Hinino is going to take on Snipes. The WFB champion, so that's Wrestling from Burbank champion, if I'm reading that all. The Fallen Star Corvus versus American Onai. Mozilla in action against the Lizard King. Journey Pod 2 is going to be in action. And so many more. So many great matches down there. If you're going to be around there in the Burbank, California area on Sunday for that show, when Wrestling from Burbank brings you Ghouls Night Out. Lots to read there. Anyways, let's get to the next one. Another show on Sunday. This is Underground Wrestling Alliance. The Underground Wrestling Alliance is going to be performing at 616 Divisadero Street. Divisadero. It's a 21 and over show. Live pro wrestling. The Devil's Night 20. The final chapter at the Emporium in San Francisco. Underground Wrestling Alliance bringing you some professional wrestling on Sunday at night. The vacant UGWA Tag Team Championships are on the line. It's Mighty Myra and Tanya take on Pacific Rampage. D. Dre Fresh is going to go one-on-one with David Dutra in a quest for the key gauntlet. The Dark Sheik versus Keta versus Brooke Havoc versus Midas Creed versus Dave Reckoning. And don't shoot the messenger. I don't know everybody's name well enough to pronunciate it. So, you know, we're doing our best here. But it looks like there's going to be some great stuff going on there, too, in San Francisco on Sunday. But, ladies and gentlemen, the big event, the annual event for Sunday takes place Sunday, October 19th at Soccer World Indoor Arena, or what I still call the original, the only, the SPW Arena, at 9756 Kent Street in Elk Grove, California. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, SPW returns with their annual Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Tight. It's going to be a great show. As you know, the big thing about this show is their annual Halloween costume battle royal. Who will show up? Who will be a part of it? Who will be who? What characters are we going to see? It's going to be a fun time. It should be a great time just in that. The SPW tag team titles are on the line when ADK, the all-day crew, defend those titles against the Golden Standards. The combination of the Priceless One, Preston Price, Chase brings the action Jackson, and the rock and rolling rock star and Nick Night Train. They will join up to try and get some tag team titles. And then also the team of Guadalupe, Patrick Fitzpatrick, and ECW legend, hardcore legend, Mustafa Saeed will come together in this triple threat 9-way. I mean, that's 9 men in the ring for tag team titles. So you have ADK, the Golden Standard, and the team of Guadalupe, Patrick Fitzpatrick, and Mustafa Saeed. Will we see new tag team champions crowned at Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Title? Will ADK be able to maintain their title reign? Will they be able to sneak away from this competition? And that's a lot of stiff competition. They've got 6 men gunning at them. That's more than the average 3. It's going to be interesting to see how that all comes together. The Extreme title will be on the line when we see Eliza Hammer, the Madam of Extreme, take on what some would consider the final, the last, the lonely member of the Honor Society. Yes, T-Bone, Talon, and Dare. Zach Brixton and Truex, they're all going to be fighting for that Extreme title. Madam Extreme, will she be able to walk out one more time with that Extreme title? Will she be able to get it over? Or will we have a new Extreme champion at Halloween? And how extreme can it get on Halloween night? We will have to wait and see. Also, the SPW title will be on the line in a 4-way dance when the reigning and defending champion, the Metal Mechanic Bobby Callahan, puts his title on the line, not against 1, not against 2, but 3 men. And those 3 men are going to be Chima, the Punjabi Lion himself. And if you saw Poison, you know that Bobby and Chima almost came to blows. It's that friendship cracking. We don't know. They are going to also have in that ring the man that's changed everything you know about Supreme Pro Wrestling after using a chair and saying that he's found a new way. The man who wants to be known simply as Scoot will be in that match. So you have Bobby Callahan, Chima, and the man known as Scoot. Also, the final competitor in that match will be WWE ID's very own Jack Cartwheel. So all 4 of those men, Bobby Callahan, Chima, Scoot, and Jack Cartwheel, are going to be tying it up, seeing who is the best. Will we see a new SPW champion? Bobby Callahan has had a solid reign as the SPW champion since winning the SPW title from Illumide at the 25th anniversary show at One Supreme Night back in April. But is his time ticking down? Are the sands of time slipping away from Bobby? How much time does Bobby have left holding on to that title? Is he going to squeak by? And he's got some big challengers in here. The Punjabi Lion, Chima. It's definitely a young talent who's hungry and desperate for a title reign. And Scoot, well, the man known as Scoot, we don't know what's going on. We haven't heard much from this man after he was beaten down by former students of his that felt that he was part of what was holding them back, and they were ready to take their steps up. They eventually break free and sent Scoot away for a little bit, and then when he returned, it seemed like he just snapped. He seems like he's a whole different character. I've tried to talk to him. It's not the same old Scoot that we once knew, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Is it gonna be Scoot, or is it gonna be WWE ID Jack Cartwheel? Could the SPW title be headed to a WWE live event somewhere, sometime, if Jack Cartwheel walks away with that title?